Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to see poem number 3, Rain on the Roof. Okay, so before starting the poem explanation, I'm going to give you brief introduction to the poem. From the title of the poem, Rain on the Roof, we can make out that the poem is about rain. The poet is telling us about the memories he has of the rain. The sound of the rain for drops falling on the roof of his house bring back sweet memories of the past. Now, something about the summary of the poem. Okay, so what does the summary of the poem say is that it describes the rainy night when the sky is covered with dark clouds. The darkness is making him sad. The raindrops are like teardrops falling from his emotional eyes. The only thing that brings him joy is to curl up in the bed. The sound leaves him in sad mood. The sad sound of the rain on the shingles is echoed by his heartbeats. Each other come to him as a patchwork. That of his mother. He remembers how she for them every night and left him and his siblings as they were sleeping. His dreams would make she would not sleep. What he remembers more than his mother over him in particular. As he listens to the rhythm of the day as they are all. True. Okay, now we are going stanza by stanza. Okay, पैराग्राफ बाय पैराग्राफ. एक्चुअली पैराग्राफ नहीं होता है पोएम में, तो स्टांजा ही होते हैं. ठीक है. When the humid shadows hover over all starry spheres and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Humid. ठीक है. Now difficult words. Humid means something which is full of moistures. Shadows refers to the moisture laden clouds which cast a shadow on the earth. Hover means move around something. Then this word melancholy means sad. Then this word bliss means happiness. Then comes the word patter means sound of rain drops falling on the roof. And then comes your cottage chamber means your bedroom. Now try to understand the paragraph, stanza. The poet is saying that when the humid shadows hover, here humid shadows refers to dark clouds which are full of water. The poet is saying that when the sky is full of these clouds which are moisture laden, are full of water and are about to bring rain, when such clouds hover around in sky over all starry spheres. यहाँ पे starry spheres refers to the sky at night time which is full of stars. At that time, huge clouds which are full of moisture move around in the sky and the sad darkness of night is wiped off by the raindrops which seems like tears falling from the sky. The poet is comparing raindrops to the tears and he says that the dark sky which seemed to be very sad, it appears as if it is crying and the raindrops are the tears shed by. He adds that it is like a blessing to lie on the bed in his room. This cottage chamber means bedroom and listen to the sound made by raindrops falling on the roof. Now stanza number 2 says that every tinkle has an echo in his heart and thousand dreamy fancies into busy being start and a thousand recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Again, some difficult words. Tinkle means short. Yeah, you can also say that light ringing sound. Then shingles stands for rectangular wooden tiles used on roof. Then echo means repeated sound. Woof, what do you mean by word woof? Woof is nothing but weft, that is thread woven across the loom. Then comes again patter means sound of raindrops falling on the roof. Then word busy being. Busy being refers to human beings, and here the poet is referring to himself. Now, the poet is expressing his love, yeah, his feelings when he hears the raindrops falling on the roof of the top of his house. He said that every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart. Whenever he hears rain falling on rooftop, the sound repeats in his heart and in his dreams. He has many different fanciful imagination. He adds that this sound of rain falling on the rooftop creates many new different dreams in his mind. He recollects many memories of the past which come back into his mind and as a dream. So he says that as he listens to the patter of the rain upon the roof, he has many new dreams in his mind, and the memories of the past come back in from the dreams. Okay, now third and last paragraph, very easy poem this is. Now in memory comes my mother as she used in years agone to regard the darling dreamers as she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I listen to this refrain which is played upon the singers by the patter of the rain. This poem is penned by Coach Skinny. Okay, now first of all, difficult words. Now, means old poetic word stands for before. Then dawn. Dawn means early morning or daybreak. And list. यहाँ पे जो word list use किया गया है that is old poetic word for listen. Refrain, that is a repeated part of song or poem. Okay, here's the sound of the rain. Now, explanation. Here, the poet introduces his mother. He says that he is dreaming of his mother, as he had told in the previous stanza that rain brings memories of the past. It is the memory of his mother who is no longer alive. In the past, she used to love him a lot. She used to consider him a darling, and she would let him sleep till daybreak and have sweet dreams. The poet can still feel that his mother is looking at him as he listens to the song made by raindrops falling on the rooftop of his room. The sound of the rain makes him correlate his past with his present. That is why the poet is moved by the sound of raindrops on the shingles of his room. Whenever he hears this sound, it brings back the memories of the past, and he is reminded of his mother. ठीक है? So it's the end of your poem. But poem के बाद we are going to see literary devices in the poem. Literary devising मतलब क्या होता है? It is nothing but your figures of speech. पहले तो rhythmic sound क्या है? Rhythmic sound of the poem is A B C B D E F E. ठीक है, वो क्या होगा? We will see in live session, our online session. But one by one, line by line, we are going to see our figures of speech. When the humid shadows hover, that means it is your metaphor. The clouds are compared to shadows. Then comes metonymy. The words humid shadows represents the clouds. Then over all the spheres, it is again your metonymy because the word spheres represents the stars in the sky. Then, and the melancholy darkness gently weep in rainy tears, then it is your personification. Why personification? Because inanimate darkness is given the human quality of being melancholy, weeping. Then comes your transferred epithet. One more is there, your hyperbole. First statement, the darkness is there, actually weeping. And next, what a place to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed. तो उसमें आता है metonymy. Why metonymy? Because the word press the pillow represents going to sleep. And alliteration. Why alliteration? Because the consonant sound P is repeated in the word press and pillow. Then and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Then it is your onomatopoeia. Why onomatopoeia? Because the word patter suggests the sound of the rain. And one more, that is exclamation. Exclamative form is used for poetic effect. Now next para. Sorry. Next para. Every tinkle on shingles, every tinkle on shingles has an echo in the heart. So onomatopoeia, because the word tinkle and echo suggest sound. Then comes your select that because that stands for the poet. Then comes and a thousand of dreamy fancy into busy being start. This is an hyperbole, an overstatement that there are thousand dreamy fancies and alliteration. It is the sound of consonant V is repeated in the words busy and being. Then and a thousand recollections view their air threads into woof. That is again a hyperbole, an overstatement that there are thousand connections. And as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Yeah, better suggestions. Rain. No education is the sound of the ocean. R is rain. Was rain and roof. Now third paragraph. Now in memories comes my mother. Okay, then it is your metonymy because memories represent the imagination or thoughts. And one more, that is your anastrophe, that is jumbling of words, or there is an inversion in the construction of the sentence for poetic effect. To regard the darling dreamers, then regard the darling dreamers is your metonymy because darling dreamers are children. Or she left them till dawn, that is your metonymy. The words left them represents let them sleep. Oh, I felt her fond look on me. Then it is your exclamation because exclamatory form is used for poetic effect. As I list to this refrain which is played upon the shingles, again it is your onomatopoeia because the word played suggests the sound of the rain. And by the patter of the rain, that is again onomatopoeia, the word patter suggests the sound of the rain. That's the end of your poem. Thank you. Thank you very much, students.